Hello everyone again to Mack9's Minds. I'm your host, Mack9. Last episode we basically got this little hut here built. We looked at two different towns, raided one town's blacksmith, have a couple iron, haven't really made anything with it, and we've basically reset our spawn to this bed. And this episode I was hoping to kind of get down into the ground here, mine up some ore, mine up some stone. Unfortunately, I kind of looked through the area and there wasn't a whole lot of naturally occurring mines in immediately close proximity, so it's going to require just a little bit of good old-fashioned strip mining. But I'm going to try and make it as interesting as possible. Now, I was trying to record initially. Whatever I did yesterday, I was able to record in full screen on Minecraft with fraps, and I didn't have a problem. And today I tried to do the same thing, and there was a problem. Minecraft apparently doesn't really like running in full screen and recording with fraps. So I'm recording in 720p in a windowed form now, and it seems to be working fine. You guys didn't miss much from my little mess up of recording. I basically crafted some ladders using a couple sticks and not a whole lot else. So since I have the beef, I'm going to go ahead and get it cooking, and let's start heading down the hole. So I've been playing Minecraft for a little while now. I first started playing Minecraft by about August of 2010. It was around August or September of 2010. It's been a while. I've been playing since alpha. I didn't play single player very much back then. I usually got onto the creative only servers from the server listing on Minecraft.net, which those particular servers that you can play on are essentially free to play. All you need is an account created on Minecraft.net. However, they're very limited. They have the ceiling height. They're basically the classic client from alpha. Now, I haven't actually played on any of those in a while. I haven't played a whole lot of multiplayer in a while either, for that matter. I've been mostly playing single player, fiddling with mods. Many of you have probably seen Technic Pack before. Technic Pack is just fantastic. Ooh, iron. Snatch this up. Ooh, coal. That'll save me some wood, so that way I don't have to keep producing all of that coal into charcoal, and I can use my wood for more constructive things. But yeah, I've been playing Minecraft for a while. The final deciding factor in me purchasing it was Paul Swears Jr. I'll link to his YouTube channel in the description. Basically, he wrote or performed a very basic Survive and Thrive series, and I really liked it. I thought it was really neat. The game had a lot of depth back then, and even though it was very much unfinished, and still to a point, even though it's full release, they've got a lot of stuff that they're continuously adding to it. It just has so much depth, so much that you can potentially do with the game. I mean, you're looking at this world that's, what is it, 256 blocks tall now, or 128 blocks? Let's see. We're on 50, so yeah, probably about 128 blocks tall, and nearly infinite wide. And you can basically construct anything that you want to into this game. All the blocks attached, there's water, there's lava. You can move and rearrange the world to your own desire, and it's pretty appealing to someone that wants to be able to create and to be able to express themselves in a 3D medium without necessarily having to be some sort of super technical graphical artist to be able to manage it. This is always the worst part of Minecraft, is that initial starting, because unless you just go on a rampage and hunt a bunch of stuff, it's never going to be that interesting, unfortunately. Now what I'd kind of like to do is use some of these resources, like I said, to build a town, but I'm going to be including a bunch of buildings from various YouTube users that I've watched and I've followed over the years. Like I think I might build a couple of relatively familiar structures. If you watch a lot of different YouTube Minecrafters, you might recognize some of them. But I'm always looking for additional builds to try and include as well. So, you know what? If you guys have YouTube channels as well, and you do Minecraft, I can try and build your buildings into the town as well. Now, I mean, don't expect miracles, especially not yet. I haven't even laid out a groundwork for the area, but I have a lot of dirt that I'm wanting to move. I have a lot of space that I'm wanting to go with. I think it's going to be a pretty ambitious project, so we'll see it when we see it. Oh, there's iron like right here, right at the entrance. Let's actually no. Got some wood right here. It doesn't matter if it's a different color. Just do it like that. Pork is cooked. Let's throw the iron in here and coal. Make a couple more pickaxes because I'm going to need them. 2 more pickaxes. I have a chest too. Oh, I already plonked the chest down. Drop that in there, gunpowder in there. Let's craft the... Oh, let's get this other bit of coal while that... other bit of iron while that coal's cooking. Coal cooks up to 8 blocks at a time, same with charcoal, but you can also burn things like wood, like I was doing in episode 1 where I was making the charcoal initially. I don't remember how many wood actually accounts for. I think it's like 2.5 though. Sticks are like half of a full smelt of any particular item, and each individual thing lasts a certain duration of time. As you can see, this thing still has some time frame available on it. Not really going to worry about iron pick yet. Stone are a little bit more efficient just because you're always mining stone. It's easier to replenish stone than it is to replenish iron, especially at this early stage of the game. Eventually, once I have things like a diamond pick or anything like that, it's going to be a lot easier. But for right now, I'm just going to stick with stone tools, stone weapons. I might go ahead and craft a set of armor, but I'm not really worried about combat at the moment. I'm keeping this place fairly well lit, so I don't have to worry about too much spawning in on me. I'm also going to fill this in a little bit because I get really OCD. Oh my god, lag spike. OCD. Alright, kinda level this out a little bit. Looks like I'm doing about 60 frames right now according to the little frapsometer. But occasionally I hit these little lag spikes. It might be because I'm actually frapsing this into an external hard drive. Because I've seriously got like a 1 terabyte hard drive that's chock full of games, and I can't put too much more onto it. So I'm using a USB external 2.0 hard drive. Now I'd also like to be able to maybe do some other video content on the channel here. I know this is like video 2, but I've got other stuff that I'm also wanting to upload. Like I've been kind of itching to play Deus Ex Human Revolution again. I have the expansion, or DLC at least, and I haven't even touched it. I've had it for like half a year, and I haven't even touched it. I've got things like Binding of Isaac, Braid, Psychonauts. Psychonauts is awesome, by the way. If anybody hasn't played that game, I know it's a little old by now, but it is just fantastic. I recently just like blew through it again on the PC version with the recent Humble Bundle. So much fun. That game was amazing, and it felt like I was playing like an old Nickelodeon cartoon show back when I grew up, and the cartoon shows were like they were PC. They were very politically correct. They didn't have a lot of profanity or innuendo, but there was innuendo. I mean, you couldn't really avoid it. They were very good at masking it, though. Things like Rocco's Modern Life or Real Monsters, and even a couple episodes of the original series of what the hell was the name of it? Sorry. All that back then. All the kids were significantly older than the current cast seems to be, but it was a very enjoyable series. Ooh, cool. Very enjoyable series for me. Kind of got some ADD here as well, in addition to my OCD. Coal is always good at early levels. Later game, I'll probably run into a million strings of coal and I'll just be like, yeah, I don't even need it. But right now, I will take all that I can get. And this one seems to go on forever as its own. There we go. Drop a torch. And dirt. Oh. There we go, dirt. I think I'll just keep mining down until I hit layer 14 or so, because that's usually the layer that you'll find the rare ores like diamond. Ooh, a cave. That's interesting. That's exactly what we actually needed to find. Something that is not a complete bore fest of digging straight down. Cool, and it's got a single mushroom, which I will come back for that, because mushrooms are always useful. Once you can place down a mushroom, you can be able to use that mushroom to grow additional mushrooms, and they kind of spread like a plague or a fungus. Well, I guess they are a fungus, but they spread. Why are there like no monsters down here either? I'm on normal. I don't know. Ooh, redstone, more coal. I think I saw some iron back here. Yep, saw 2 things of iron, one back in the big bubble room, and one right here. You know what, I'm just going to kind of dig around the edges here as well. Just because. Look at that. Or. That's usually one of the nicer things that I always try and do. Well, early game I try and do is normally when you're mining an ore, the lower you are, the better a chance that you're going to find another string of ore within 2 blocks surrounding the initial block. So in the event that, say, this block here was an ore, you could dig up 2, and then you'd probably find another ore right about here, or dig over 2, and you'd find another ore over there. It's just a rule of thumb. It's not a guarantee, but it makes it a lot easier to find ores, especially when you can just sit there and chain one ore string off of another, off of another, off of another, and just keep finding stuff. It's also pretty impressive when you can hollow out an area of all the normal stone and leave all the ores and the naturally occurring mineral formations, and you can get some really cool effects out of stuff like that. Maybe I'll make a video of one of my single-player worlds where I basically took a big 28 by 28 area and mined out all the stone all the way down to bedrock, and the only thing that was left was all the ore, and I was frankly surprised by how much I could actually find down there. Oh, zombie. Where are you, zombie? There you are. Zombie and a skeleton. Oh my. They're spawning in a room that's well lit, which is a little annoying, but Also, I could stand to eat. I've got zombie flesh. Let's... Oh no, I'm the zombies. Mr. Zombles is down, and... There we go. I guess it's just dim enough in this area. Now, one thing you always have to kind of keep in mind if you are playing initially toward the beginning of a map, you will often find that in areas that don't have a lot of caves, don't have a lot of underground or very dark areas, that enemies will spawn very, very, very quickly in those areas because they only have a certain number of blocks that they're allowed to spawn on. They can only spawn within a certain proximity to the player as well as to a certain distance. Well, I guess that is the proximity. But it's something like it has to be greater than 16 blocks away from the character, but it also has to be within 128 blocks, and they will spawn at least in one square that is unlit or has a certain light value below a certain numerical something. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but say something like this is a shade darker, then something could probably be able to spawn there, provided that I am far enough away that it would allow it to render at that distance to basically keep the game fair and from stuff spawning directly on top of me. Now I've broken my shovel and I've gotten a little bit of flint. I do still kind of want the gravel here though. Oh my god, lag spike. Okay, there we go. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try and stop this video a little bit sooner than my last one. Last one was about 30 something minutes, 38 minutes I believe, 34 minutes. I don't know, but it was long enough. That was what I realized when I started uploading it. My internet service provider isn't exactly the best in the world, and I got an initial quote of about 6 hours for the 30-minute upload, the 30-minute video uploading. I was like, okay, 6 hours, that's pretty manageable. And I started the upload at about 12:30, and at about 4 a.m. it finished. So yeah, I'm just going to start recording my next video while one video is uploading because my internet's nice enough that I can still be able to browse the web and still be able to play games on my computer. I've got a fairly decent processor and I have an overclocked TI 560 NVIDIA graphics card. So I can manage to do multiple things at once. It's just that my my ISP's signal in the area is not exactly the best. Actually looking to try and repackage and see if I can get a little bit more bandwidth out of it soon, because what we have right now is pretty abysmal considering how much we pay a month for it. But I'm just curious if you guys are YouTubers posting in the comments, what kind of internet speeds do you have, and what kind of upload times are you usually seeing whenever you upload a video on YouTube, even if it's not Minecraft? I'm kind of curious as how long it takes for your videos to upload when you try and upload something that's, say, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes. I tried to do a 5-minute upload last week, and it was just basically a test upload, but it was quoting me about 7 hours for it to finish, and I was like, F that noise. I mean, if you can completely pardon me here for a minute, that is pretty ridiculous for a 5-minute video that was 720p to take 7 hours. Yeah, it's behaving a little bit nicer than that now. And considering that I uploaded a 35-minute video in less than 49 hours, it shows that the 7-hour model is not like finite, but that's still pretty ridiculous. So, let's head back up. I think this was my hole. Yes, this was my hole. Let's widen this out first, though, so I can make it a little bit more noticeable when I come back through here. And stick some cobble down. Because I can actually probably branch off of this tunnel here and make something nice happen. Yeah, let's head back up. I'll try and wrap up this episode now, unless I can completely get distracted once again. And go ahead and get this one underway, just because of how long uploads really take for me. Can't use too many torches. Well, I suppose you could if you placed them like that, but iron ran out. Let's throw some more iron on there. Got some gravel. Ooh, got a good bit of gravel too. Got some saplings, quite a few saplings. Let's go plant the saplings. Look at that. Already getting distracted again. Alright, I think we've got a decent start now. And now that I can actually see what my frame rate is, going to kick up my render distance back to far, just because I'm still managing 60 frames somehow, and I thought I was actually bogging down worse than this last episode. It's just my mouse sensitivity seems to be affected while running fraps. Alright, so, before I'm distracted once again, this has been Mack9. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and put out videos basically every day, so long as I can, unless I have my internet go out, and in which case I'll leave a note on one of my previous videos just saying, hey, my internet's out, I am trying to update everything, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. Again, Mack9, Mack9, remember to like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Mack9. And yeah, see you guys next time.